I am going to make some cranberry sauce for dinner and to can. I canned a bunch of cranberry sauce 2 years ago and I'm finally out. And yes, Nutmeg, what's up? Can you give me a minute? I'll be right with you. So I was flipping through Robert Smothers' cookbook and found this recipe for homemade cranberry sauce with apples, and I asked Robert about it, and he said he definitely remembered his mom making that. So I've never made it with apples before, so I got that recipe, and I'm also pulled out my canning book because I know I'm going to have extra, and I'm going to can the extra, so I just needed to make sure it's water bath canning safe and how long. And so I'm double batching it. So I need 2 bags of cranberries, 4 Granny Smith apples. I am adding orange zest. It's going to have sugar and cinnamon. Yes, this is cinnamon. I use cinnamon a lot, so I buy it in bulk. And then I think there's also salt added, but I'll show you when I get to that. Okay, Nutmeg, what do you need? Oh, yeah? You need a pet? Is that what you need? All right. You're such a good girl. I got my water bath canner full of jars and water so I can get the water to boiling, sanitizing the jars. Now I'm gonna rinse the cranberries, rinse the apples, peel the apples, and cut them in little cubes. Robert is cutting up the apples for me because I gave up halfway through. I'm just terrible at peeling apples. So I'm going to start the sugar mixture in a medium saucepan, bring sugar, water, cinnamon, and salt to a boil over medium heat, stirring until sugar is dissolved. So I'm doubling this batch, so it's going to be 2 cups sugar, 2 1/4 cups water, which is what, 1/2 cup, 2 1/4 teaspoon, 2 1/4 teaspoons salt, and I am using canning salt. You can use regular salt, but I have canning salt. It just, regular salt will sometimes make your canning items cloudy, which doesn't really matter, but I just like to get into a habit. Whenever I can something, I use this salt. Here are the apples Robert chopped for me. They're really good. Rinsed cranberries. I'm gonna zest this orange. The sugar water has dissolved. It's brown because remember there's cinnamon in it. I'm gonna add that all together and simmer this for 10 to 15 minutes. You want the cranberries to start popping. And yes, I am making a sauce. I'm leaving the cranberries in it. I'm not making the gel this time. I like my cranberry sauce chunky. Since I was doubling everything, I did use my larger pot, thank goodness. And I will cover this while it's steaming, while it's cooking. Probably don't have to cover it, but like I've mentioned numerous times, I have nosy cats, so to be on the safe side, I will cover this. I'm also gonna stay down here and keep an eye on it, so. And then my canner is almost ready, so it should be ready just by about the time that these cranberries are ready. I just added the zest, now I'm gonna stir that in. And I just have this on a medium heat. Here the cranberries have been cooking for about 15 minutes. As you can see, majority of the cranberries have popped and the apples turned nice and pink. It's all starting to break down and it's starting to gel. So I am going to I'm gonna fill up these 2 cups for me and Robert to have for dinner tonight, and then I'm gonna can the rest. We'll see how many jars we have. I have 10 jelly jars, but I don't know. I'm pretty bad about estimating. Maybe this is 10 jars. They are jelly jars. We'll see. It made 6 jelly jars and 2 of these Pampered Chef bowls of cranberry apple sauce. I have to say cranberry with apples. Cranberry sauce with apples. Otherwise it sounds like applesauce. It's not applesauce. All right, sorry. That was a tangent. Anyway, it's now gonna go into the water bath canner for 15 minutes after I wipe the rims, put on the lids, and yeah, this is water bath canning. And it will gel up as it cools. So we'll see. It's not quite time for dinner yet, so I'll come back and add what it looks like after it's cooled down for an hour. And I'll get these in the water bath canner. The The cranberry sauce has cooled down and I've actually tasted it several times. It's delicious. I love the apple portion of it. I wish I would have done this sooner. It's my new favorite way to make cranberry sauce. It's delicious. And here is the 6 jars, water bath canned. They have sealed already, but I will not take the rims off until it's been 24 hours because they're still a little warm. And then I'm gonna label them and put them downstairs. And I'll probably take a couple to my sister's for Christmas because she will be, I'm sure, cooking a Christmas lunch. And these cranberries I bought weren't on sale. I just wanted to do this recipe, but I'm gonna be on the lookout for cranberries on clearance because I want to make some more. And the apples were kind of expensive too. They were like 99 cents each. It's like $2.99 a bag of cranberries and 99 cents an apple. So honestly, this was like $10 for 6 jars, but whatever. I enjoyed making it. I'm trying not to get mad at this cat who just jumped up on the counter. Honey, you know you're not supposed to be on the counter. Please, you're my good girl. Why are you being bad? Don't be a bad kitty.